Martin Luthuna. A look at the headlines. Bank of Zambia cuts policy rate to 14.25%. Government unveils lump sum pension reforms. Court issues injunction in Patriotic Front Party leadership disputes. Makinga confident ahead of a Mali knockout match. The news in detail. Chairman of the Dangote Group of Companies, Aliko Dangote, met with President Hakainde Hichilema at State House in Lusaka yesterday, where the two discussed key areas of collaboration. Top on the agenda was electricity, as both leaders explored solutions to Zambia's energy challenges and opportunities for regional investment partnerships. President Hichilema congratulated Mr. Dangote for his exemplary leadership and reaffirmed government's commitment to maintaining a stable and investor-friendly environment that drives sustainable development and job creation. The Bank of Zambia has cut its monetary policy rate by 25 basis points, bringing it to 14.25%. This follows continued declines in inflation, which fell to 12.3% in September and 11.9% in October. The central bank cites the kwacha's appreciation and a bumper maize harvest as key factors lowering prices. While inflation is still above the target band, projections show it moving towards the 6.8% target by 2027. Gross international reserves rose to $5.2 billion and the current account recorded a surplus of $0.03 billion. Meanwhile, domestic credit growth expanded to 17.4%, driven by lending to electricity, transport, and agriculture and manufacturing sectors. The Bank of Zambia will publish its full monetary policy report by the end of November, with the next monetary policy ratio meeting scheduled for February 2026.
The last in the series of meetings this year. As you heard, we have been meeting since Monday. Today, we share what this meeting was all about. First, we'll share the decision that the meeting made, then give you more insights on how inflation is faring, both in terms of the outturn and the outlook. Then we delve into the foreign exchange market. I think this is an important market which has had quite a significant bearing on what we are seeing on the inflation front. Relatedly, we'll share information on gross international reserves. This is a question people always ask. Even if when we put it in, you still get a question. So we thought that we should be upfront with you. Then share information on the external sector by looking briefly at the current account. And then we look at how markets are faring in terms of credit developments in the domestic economy. Then we take a look at what economic activity has been and promises to be in the period ahead. Then I'll try to answer, but this will come after I draw the conclusion on the foreign direct investment and remittance flows, because we have had some questions on this, so we thought that we could share some information on that. So this will come after I provide the conclusion. The Monetary Policy Committee at its meeting 10 to 11 decided to reduce the monetary policy rate by 25 basis points to 14.25%. The committee took into account that inflation has declined further in the third quarter, and the projections indicate a faster deceleration towards the lower bound of the 6 to 8% target band over the forecast horizon. The committee was also mindful that inflation still remains above the target band and market expectations of inflation, although lower this time, remain elevated. So now let's see what exactly we are talking about, inflation decelerating. So what we observed is that the downward trajectory in inflation accelerated in the third quarter, with inflation declining to 12.3% in September from 14.1% in June. Go for more information here on table 1. This is the usual table that we share. It's divided in 2 parts, as you may recall. The first part, the upper part, is average, and the lower part, we are talking about the end period figures. So if you look at the upper part is average, and the lower part, we are talking about the end period figures. So if you look at the upper part,
government has announced supplementary pension reforms aimed at improving access to lump sum benefits and strengthening Zambia's pension system. Minister of Labour and Social Security, Brenda Tambatamba, told the Parliament that the measures will give members more flexibility at retirement while safeguarding long-term income security. Among the key proposals are expanding the current 20% withdrawal benefit, introducing voluntary contributions, and creating a second-tier pension for civil servants. The minister said consultations are underway before the reforms are presented to Cabinet for approval. Nalolo Town Council is calling on community and traditional leaders to ensure full compliance with the annual fishing ban. In a press statement made available to Cbc TV, Nalolo Town Council Public Relations Officer Budison Kandimba says the ban runs from 1st December 2025 to 28th February 2026. Fishers, traders, transporters, and the public are urged to adhere to fisheries regulations to avoid confrontations and legal action. The ban under the Fisheries Act No. 2 of 2011 protects breeding fish species and ensures the sustainability of fisheries resources. During this period, fishing, buying, selling, transporting, and processing fish from natural water bodies is strictly prohibited. Only fish from licensed aquaculture facilities with proper certificates will be allowed. Community leaders, faith-based organizations, and ward development committees are also asked to help sensitize the public on the importance of protecting fish breeding stocks. More in this report.
Council, through the Department of Fisheries, is appealing to the traditional leadership and the community leaders across the district to help sensitize members of the public to fully cooperate with the annual fishing ban, which will take effect from 1st December 2025 to February 28, 2026. The Department of Fisheries is urging all fishers, fish traders, transporters, and the general public to abide by the fisheries regulations to avoid unnecessary confrontations with fisheries staff and law enforcement officers during the fishing ban. The annual fishing ban is in line with the Fisheries Act No. 2 of 2011 of the laws of Zambia, which is aimed at protecting breeding fish species and ensuring the sustainability of the fisheries resources. The local authority, through the Department of Fisheries, wishes to notify that during the ban, fishing, buying, selling, transporting, and processing of fish originating from natural water bodies is strictly prohibited. The Council wishes to warn that those who be found contravening the fisheries regulations shall be charged and prosecuted in the courts of law. However, only fish originating from licensed aquaculture facilities with certificates of origin provided by the Department of Fisheries will be allowed. The local authority would like to appeal to the traditional leadership, the church, to help sensitize the community members on the importance of safeguarding the fish breeding stocks in the natural water bodies.
Information and Media Director spokesperson Mr. Eni Kapata has given an update on Zambia's participation in the 8th China International Import Expo, highlighting the delegation's strategic engagement. The delegation focused on showcasing Zambia's investment potential in mining, energy, agriculture, and manufacturing, attracting Chinese investment and strengthening bilateral trade. The aim is to expose Zambian small and medium-scale miners to international markets and advanced technologies, and to facilitate cooperation agreements and MOUs. Premier Li Jiang emphasized China's commitments to high-quality growth, fair trade, and global cooperation, creating opportunities for Zambia and other countries. The expo, featuring over 1,500 participants from 155 countries, remains a key platform for trade, investment, economic collaborations. We take a break. I'll be right back with you on the other side. Stay tuned.
Auto-Based Engineering is a fully registered company that has services such as towing service, we have a saloon, we repair cars, we have a car wash.
Barber shop is a top-notch.
And many more.
Auto-Based Engineering is the company which you can rely on. We touch any car. We are just at the corner of Pemba Road and Mosotunya Road. You know what? We deliver the best. Yes, we are growing very fast. It's a top-notch company ever in Zambia. When you come, wherever you are, whether you are in America, you come to visit Zambia, please just go to Google Maps, type Auto-Based Engineering Group. It will take you where we are. Auto-Based is a one-stop shop.
Come to Auto-Based Engineering where the best is done. If you want to know where we're located along Mosotunya Road, just right at the corner of Pemba Road, Chilenge South. If you want to contact us, you can call us on 0977 18 12 73.
Auto-Based Engineering, doing what we know best.
Thank you for staying with us. We continue with the news. The Zambia Meteorology Agency Executive Director, Mr. Humphrey Kombeni, says the agency continues to make remarkable progress in promoting accurate and reliable measurements that protect consumers and support fair trade. During the third quarter of the 2025 ZMA approval, 5 new measuring instruments conducted 18,486 verifications and achieved 93% performance. Over 231,000 prepackaged products were inspected, posting a 93.4% compliance rate, with outstanding results in mealie meal, fertilizer, and cooking oil. ZMA also received the OIMLCM Award, and its dimensional metrology capacity was published on the BIPM Global Database, reaffirming Zambia's global measurement credibility. Mr. Ngombeni says Zambia Meteorology Agency remains committed to strengthening compliance, efficiency, and fair trade to drive Zambia's industrial growth.
For repackaging, ZMA will continue stakeholder engagement and education to all the players across the economy, including the manufacturers, particularly those who are in the construction sector, to improve consistency and compliance across all value chains. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zambia Meteorology Agency is pleased to inform the public about the implementation of the new meteorology inspection scheme. This initiative, which is on a voluntary basis, is in line with the Meteorology Act number 6 of 2018, which ensures that accuracy, fairness, and compliance in all measurements used for trade, production, and service delivery are compliant with the requirements of the law. The scheme covers instruments and commodities across all sectors. That includes fuel distribution, mining, agriculture, manufacturing, retail, and the transport sectors. Through this scheme, ZMA aims to build consumer confidence, reduce measurement-related disputes, and strengthen market competitiveness for Zambian enterprises. The continuous field inspection by ZMA regional and provincial offices ensure that all the instruments used in the trade will meet technical standards. We appeal to all the companies, all traders who have not yet enrolled on this metrology scheme to do so promptly. Participation is both a legal requirement and a demonstration of corporate integrity and respect for our consumers. I would like to remind our manufacturers and the traders that fair trade begins with accurate measurements. Let us all build the integrity of measurements for a transparent, competitive, and prosperous Zambia. Ladies and gentlemen, ZMA also intensified during the period enforcement actions against non-compliance. And this was targeted at the use of unverified instruments, the players who are using instruments which have not been presented to Zambia Metrology Agency, and approved fuel of...
The Zambia Army has urged female officers and soldiers to maintain the highest standards of discipline, professionalism, and personal conduct, both on and off duty. At Arakan Barracks yesterday, Garrison Commander Brigadier General Dr. Gordon Ngandwe reminded the Zambia Army Women Corps that appearance and behavior reflect the Army's honor and legacy. He reiterated guidelines on uniform, hairstyle, makeup, and nails, stressing modesty, safety, and readiness at all times. Army leaders also highlighted the dangers of fraternization, the importance of organization and order, and health and wellness, cautioning against harmful skin chemicals and encouraging regular cancer screening. Director Colonel Agnes Mfwaya and other senior commanders emphasized uniform adherence, cohesion, and professionalism, while the Women's Corps plans to publish a visual guide on dress code standards to promote consistency and discipline across ranks. A High Court in Kabwe, Zambia, has issued an ex parte order of injunction in a dispute involving the Patriotic Front Party leadership. The order, dated November 12, 2025, was granted in favor of Morgan Ngona, who is suing as member and secretary general of the party, against Brenda Nyirenda, who is being sued as the purported acting secretary general. The injunction compels Brenda Nyirenda, along with her associates, employees, or anyone acting on her behalf, to immediately cease and desist from occupying the Patriotic Front Party Secretariat. The order also prohibits her from using party materials, holding meetings, press conferences, or media briefings in the name of the party, purporting to be a leader of the party or announcing the party's elective convention roadmap, until the court's final determination of the matter. A hearing for the application is scheduled for December 3, 2025. The court has warned that failure to comply with the order may result in contempt of court proceedings, potentially leading to imprisonment. We take a break. I'll be right back for sports and international news. Stay tuned.
Ready for the most anticipated talk show of the year.
Let's talk about it with Pastor Pauline. So we have been discussing foundations upon which most of the relationships are built.
Join us as we tackle the toughest social issues affecting our community, from child marriages to youth empowerment, and from gender-based violence to women empowerment, from governance to corruption, and, of course, women participation in politics, and other male-dominated industries. We will be discussing it all.
Leah, confessed it in Genesis chapter 29, verse 32. She says, God has opened my womb because he has seen my affliction. But despite that, Jacob did not love her.
Our presenter will guide the conversation, ensuring that you have a respectful and thought-provoking discussion. And you have a chance to join in on the conversation through our phone-in segment. Call us live, share your thoughts, and ask your questions. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of the conversation. Let's talk about it. Every Wednesday at 1 p.m. on Cbc TV. Don't miss.
Welcome back. The Zambia under-17 head coach Dennis Makinka says his side is ready for an exciting round of 32 clash against Mali at the ongoing FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Makinka described Mali as a strong and physical side, adding that the team is expecting a tough but entertaining encounter. He said Zambia is taking the game seriously, noting that every match is different and that at the knockout stage, only one team advances. Makinka added that to be the best, you have to play the best, and said the boys are working hard and fully focused on securing victory when they face Mali on November 14th. The Minister of Defense, Honorable Ambrose Luigi Lufuma, and Zambia National Service Commander, Lieutenant General Engineer Maliti Solochitu held a press briefing today in Lusaka on the upcoming second Eagles Marathon, scheduled for 7th December 2025. The marathon, organized by the Eagles Ladies Club, whose patron is Angela Solochi, aims to raise funds for the construction of the Tonfara Hospital in Impika District, Muchinga Province. Corporate sponsors have pledged support, with the event expected to raise over 2 million kwacha and attract more than 4,000 athletes. The runners and walkers will participate in 42.2 kilometers, 21.1 kilometers, and 10 kilometers, as well as 6-kilometer prime walk events, promoting fitness and community engagements.
Communities united by a shared purpose, which is to celebrate health, endurance, and service to the nation. I'm pleased to announce that the marathon will be held on Sunday, 7th December 2025, offering an exciting and challenging course for all participants. I would also like to acknowledge the organizing committee and the event organizer and their teams for their particular planning and commitment to excellence, evident in today's briefing. From the race, road safety and certification, to the introduction of comrades and race brand ambassadors, and the unveiling of the official race seat, every detail reflects professionalism and dedication. The sponsors, Victory, APSA, SARA, Global Finance, Web, GS Cash, Advance, AB Bank, and Manson Insurance, your generous support demonstrates the importance of corporate partnership in promoting wellness, sports development, and youth empowerment. Your involvement ensures that this marathon extends beyond the race, touching the lives of communities across Zambia. Government achievements in sport and youth development, under the leadership of His Excellency President Adai, the government has made significant strides in promoting